Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to have some Division 17 online ranked gameplay, and it's going to be in the Featherweight division. And in the Featherweight division there's a lot of good choices, obviously the main one being Volkanovski. And if you're looking to grapple, a lot of people use the likes of Brian Ortega just because of how good his submissions are. But in today's gameplay I opted to use a grappler that isn't used as much, and that's Raphael Assuncao, because Raphael Assuncao, he's got brilliant submissions and he's got good takedowns also, and I believe he's got decent leg kicks as well. I know that's something I can utilise quite well, and he's got good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu transitions. And just purely for the fact I haven't seen too many people use him, I was interested in seeing what he was like in the game. I've come up against him a couple times, but each time I did, the opponent didn't really do a good job unless they were trying to do the standing submission, which you come up a lot against in these divisions. And that's one thing going through ranked right now to reach Division 20 is it's not the most enjoyable, just because of how people are playing, because they don't want to lose points. But it's understandable, people play a certain way just because they don't want to lose those points. But I don't just want to stand in submission spam people until I get it. So using Assuncao, we're facing Volkanovski, who's the best fighter I believe in the Featherweight division. So I've got to be careful, and I do not want to stay on the feet. I want to get this to the ground as quickly as possible. I don't want to take too many leg kicks, because Volkanovski has brilliant leg kicks. That lead leg kick's 5-star. And just because of how much I use him, I know what threat he poses. And as you can see, I'm getting backed up to the fence very quickly. Try to gather my bearings, remain calm. As you can see, it's only a 3-round fight, so I can expend a little more stamina if I need to. But I'm not looking for it to get past the second round at most. So I'm going to look to take my opponent down and dominate him for this round and attack the submission. I'm going to be very aggressive with the submissions. And as you can see, we managed to land the first takedown we go for, and my opponent does a nice job of getting up. From here, I'm going to look to take my opponent's back and drag him back down, which I do a good job of here. And we've now got my opponent's back, which is a great position to be in. I'm looking to deny a transition and go for a submission. My opponent goes to here, and I don't want my opponent to get up, so I pre-denied, and then I get back mount. I'm just looking to control my opponent here. We end up to back sitting again. My opponent does the same transition, which I couldn't deny. Now I believe this time my opponent's actually manages to get up, and from here we're going to do the same thing. We're going to look to take my opponent down, which we do. So this time we went forwards rather than backwards, so my opponent wasn't expecting it. My opponent gets up again, and as you can see, I'm having good success in taking my opponent down here and controlling these grappling exchanges. And now that we're here, I'm going to look to deny a transition, which I do so, and as soon as I deny it, I'll go for the rear naked choke, which Assuncao is a very good rear naked choke, and it chains into an armbar as well. And as you can see, we're doing a good job of following my opponent here, and this is exactly what you're going to look to do with Raphael Assuncao. And yeah, we're going to pull off the submission in round 1. This is exactly the blueprint you need to use if you want to grapple. You're going to control your opponent every time they get up, working back to the mat by going either backwards or forwards. You're going to look to use the cage as an advantage, push your opponent against it, and you're going to be very aggressive with your submissions early on, especially if you're confident with them. You could wear them down if your submissions aren't as good and you need them to have low stamina, but if you have good submission offense with Raphael Assuncao, it will be fairly straightforward in getting the submissions. And that fight gets me promoted to Division 18. The stats are going to come up now. Obviously it was only 1 round, so there won't be any judges' scorecards, but this is the stats for the round. As you can see, 4 out of 3 takedowns. So that's the video for today. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.